hard work that needs to be done to win an election, there's nobody who knows that better. Nobody knows what it takes than our Lieutenant Governor, Susan Bysiewicz.
Thank you, Aaron. A round of applause for the fearless leader of the Newtown Democrats, Eric Paradise, and the Monroe Democrats, Patty Panicia. Woo! So I'm going to let the congressman go, but not until the governor and I say thank you to you for being the fairy godfather of federal funding, helping to bring $7.5 billion to our state in American Rescue funding and federal funding. Thank you, Congressman. We are so very grateful. Okay, and while we're applauding, here we are in this beautiful place. We wish it was sunny out, and a lot of us have been here when it wasn't pouring rain. But I want to just say thank you to our host, a woman-owned business owner of Aquila's Nest. Thank you for having us. All right. Well, let me just say to my friends in Newtown, to my friends in Monroe, how nice it is to see all of you in person, and we're all able to be here in person, and I can't tell you how safe I feel, because we're Democrats and we believe in science and data and vaccinations, right? And this is my theme. We're here because of leadership on so many levels, and we're here safely. And we are one of the best tested and vaccinated states in the country, and people are coming here in droves. We have one of the hottest real estate markets in the country because people know that public health comes first in our state. We have companies, large and small, coming here. Our last census that was just done shows 31,000 new people coming, but we know it's even more than that because so many more people came during the pandemic because of the great leadership of our governor, Ned Lamont. Let's give him a round of applause. And we couldn't have done all of this without our partners in the legislature. And let me just say, Rahab Ali Brennan is a great leader an advocate for you in Newtown. Thank you so much for sending him, and Rebecca Bummer, but we should have had you there because you are an awesome public servant. And it was a pleasure door knocking with you, Rebecca. So as Democrats, you should know that we had an amazing budget that was passed with our legislative partners that invested in people. And it was passed in a bipartisan way. I lead the state Senate. I'm the president of the state Senate, just like Kamala Harris controls the debate in the U.S. Senate. And when we passed our budget in the Senate that Governor Lamont signed into law, 31 of 36 senators voted in favor of the budget, and the same number of folks in the House voted for it, again in a bipartisan way. And why was that? Because our budget invests in democratic values and invests in people and families. So we invested record amounts of money in job training, in child care, which is the infrastructure of reopening our economy, in free community college. Let me say that again, free community college. And in education and expanding healthcare. And so we couldn't have done that without all of your support. And so I'm here today because you all supported the governor and I when we needed you. And I'll tell you that this pandemic has shown us how important municipal leadership is. And every week, the governor and I were on the phone with municipal leaders across the state. And I'll just say, Monroe, that certain leaders stood out and certain leaders didn't. How about that? So I want to say thank you to all of the candidates who are running, the council candidates, the Board of Finance candidates, the Board of Ed candidates, and if there are real heroes in all of this, it's the Board of Ed candidates, because literally you are running to protect the health and education of our children who are our future, and literally this is about life and death. We have candidates on the other side of the aisle who don't support vaccinations or the wearing of masks. So if you're running for Board of Ed, raise your hand, or if you serve on Board of Ed, raise your hand. Come on, it can't be just you. There you go. Thank you so much. And I'll just say, don't be discouraged by the small minority of people, the small and loud and disruptive and rude minority of people who do not have the public health and the best interests of our state in mind. So one more round of applause for our candidates, particularly the Board of Ed. And I'm going to tell you another reason why it is so important that we get our Democratic candidates elected. One, as I said, it's a matter of life and death. We want people who are going to put the health of our kids and the health of our communities and education first. And the other reason it's really important is because of our fairy godmother of federal funding also, because we want to give Johanna Hayes her appropriate round of applause as well, because not just $7 billion is coming to Connecticut, but when we pass the infrastructure bill, we're going to have another $5.5 billion to our state. And so who is going to make decisions about how that money is spent? It is our boards of education members, it is our council members, it is our Board of Finance members, and we want to make sure that we spend that money in a transformational way to invest in people and invest in our families. So the governor and I just want to say thank you so much for all that you've done for both of your towns. It is such a tremendous honor to represent you every day. Thank you so much.